Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna show you the details of the new Nissan Juke. So here it is, the midlife cycle refresh, so the facelifted version, and as you can see we have the yellow color available as well. Now this is the key. Let me unlock the car. And you can see that the car has got a very sporty look. Here we have the new trim that is available for this facelifted version. It is called the N Sport, and as you can see you have the gloss black details. You can see them also on the side. We have the lovely 19-inch gloss black wheels, and you will see also from the rear very sporty and dynamic appearance. Now here on the front you can see the grille with the lovely pattern and the new Nissan badge, and then of course the unique split headlight design on Juke with the daytime running LEDs here, and then the main units over there. Of course these are flickering just on the camera. And tell me in the comments what are your thoughts on this spec. How do you like the new trim, and how do you like the return of the yellow color, which was very popular and is now available again. This is the side profile. 4 meters 21 is the length of the car. You can see the dual tone, so we have the gloss black roof and also the gloss black wing mirrors, going very well with the gloss black wheels. Speaking about those, let me show you them from close. Gorgeous design, and here is the dimension of the tires: 225/45 R19. Hybrid lettering here on the side. So this car has got the hybrid powertrain, and you can also go for the petrol. More about the powertrains in a moment. You can see that the car locks and unlocks depending whether you approach it or go away from it. And let me now manually unlock it. There we go. This is the rear of the car. Very pronounced roof spoiler. Look at this. Even the B is looking. And then the Juke lettering and a very pronounced bumper. Look at this. The lower section is really nice. As you can see, very aggressive looking here, and also the gloss black details and the lower section. And Sport, so the lettering that shows the trim that you have here, and the hybrid as well. So this is it when we talk about the exterior design. Of course, I will now show you the trunk space, but I want to hear your thoughts on the exterior, and how do you like this spec? How do you like the trim and the yellow color? Unlocking it again. And here we are greeted with 354 liters of space on this hybrid model. So let me show you this. We have the spare tire here, and yeah, well, on the version with the petrol unit, the trunk is a bit bigger, so you have 422 liters. But then, of course, here we have the hybrid with the battery, which is more efficient. And again, more details about that in a moment. But now I think it is time that we check out the interior of the car. And before that, let me show you this. So the rear view camera is here, the new Nissan badge. And yeah. We go away, the car locks itself, and now when you approach it, it unlocks. And look at this. We have the new screens, the digital cockpit in front of the driver, and the new main touchscreen with the new infotainment system. I will show you the details in a moment. Let me just show you here the door panel. You see this section here for a bottle, then the switches for the windows and the mirrors, and then lock and unlock. Mood lighting is here. Stay tuned for the night point of view drive, you will see that as well. And then here the lovely stitching, and I also love the pattern here on the seats as well as the stitching. Oh, and by the way, before we check out the view from driver's perspective, let me show you this. So the Bose Personal Plus, which gets you also the speakers here in the headrest, which is very cool. And also it's very cool to have those seats in here with the integrated headrest, Juke lettering, lovely yellow Alcantara that goes very well with the stitching and the pattern in here. Alright, and this is the view in front of the driver. As you can see, I've turned on the car as it's 32 degrees outside. So yeah, it's nice to have the AC running here and just enjoying this driver's view on the new Nissan Juke. As you can see, we have the digital cockpit in front of the driver and the new main touchscreen, the large screen, and yeah, let me show you from different view and let me explain all the details to you. Starting with the steering wheel, it has the flat bottom and the physical buttons, and this is the digital cockpit, 12.3-inch one, and big upgrade compared to the predecessor. And if we press this, you can change the display view. So here you have like more standard view, let's say like that, and then in my opinion this is the cooler one with the special dials on the sides. And in between them you have different things, you can change them here. So for example, look at this, you have the navigation view, radio, driver assist systems, and here is where you can adjust various things including the driver assist systems and settings, personal display, clock. So yeah, a bunch of things are available in here. And for example, you have this cool energy flow view, and also on this one the things are a bit different. For example, this energy flow view. Alright, and now the engine is turned on, so you see it's charging the battery, and let me show you how that looks on the different view. There we go, and you can also see the brake light that I'm applying now with the foot, but also this car has got the e-pedal drive, so when you turn it on, as soon as you release the throttle, the car will start to slow down. So you have like the one pedal drive. It is very nice feeling, and once you get used to it, it is very cool in the city, for example. And yeah, then when the car is slowing down, you will also see this brake light that will be applied. Then the Alcantara in here, that is so nice, and the materials are so good. Now here in the middle, the 12.3-inch touchscreen with the new infotainment system, and yeah, the lower section still has the knobs for the AC, which is always nice to see. And then you can adjust the temperature here and the air blower on this one. Physical buttons here as well, USB-C port, USB port, and the 12-volt power supply, and the wireless charging pad for the phone, start button, and this is the gear selector for the automatic transmission, the multi-mode automatic. Drive mode selector, so we have the sport, standard, and eco, and here is where you can see which drive mode you are in. Electronic parking brake, auto hold, and then the e-pedal and EV. So the e-pedal, I already told you about it, and the EV, so you can drive it just with electric power. Up to 55 kilometers per hour can be driven on electric power, and also around 80% of the time this powertrain can use the electric power when you're in the city. So yeah, definitely very cool and makes the drive smooth and efficient. Now here you have the glove compartment, which is actually very big for a vehicle of this size, and also here in the middle the armrest. When you lift it up, you have some storage room as well. So the infotainment system, it's a new system, and again the new 12.3-inch touchscreen that looks very nice and is slightly tilted towards the driver. The system itself, it's easy to use, and here you have the settings, so you can then access the settings for the system, customize the menus. For example, these settings for navigation are here, and you can then access the map settings, voice guidance, and stuff like that. And also you can have the button beep like this. Here is where you access the sound settings. So we have the Bose Personal Plus, and that includes the special speakers here in the headrests, which is very cool. Now if we go back, the settings for the camera are here, So this is what you can adjust, and then we go back here, the home menu. You can adjust the widgets by yourself, and here is where you can add the widget. So for example, if I add the map, press save, now we have the map view and the clock, and then this is the next page, and you can also manage this as well. So yeah, overall easy to use this system. Let me show you actually the map with the 3D view of the buildings. This is so nice, and also look how responsive this is. So very good, big thumb up from me, and stay tuned for the night point of view test drive. There it will be nice to see the 3D view of the buildings during the drive itself. And speaking about night, press this, you go into the night mode, and then back to this one. If you press this, you go to settings for the navigation in here as well, but you also saw on the previous one you could also access the settings for the navigation, and then have the apps here, add device, and the list of stations and the navigation. Notifications are here, and that's pretty much it. So very responsive and easy to use this system. Actually, press the camera, you have the lovely camera view, and of course the lines also when you are moving the steering wheel. How do you like this N Sport trim? So inside with the lovely yellow Alcantara, and yeah, definitely some eye-catching details in here. Tell me in the comments. Now here is where you have the lights. There we go. And I also want to show you the sun visor. Hello there. And also on the passenger's side. But now it's time to check out the rear bench. Let me show you. This is the situation at the rear bench, and look at this. I'm really pleasantly surprised because there's still some room left on 1.87 m, and we have a very sporty styling, the crossover SUV styling, and it's very cool to see that even with that you still have plenty of room here for the occupants at the rear. So yeah, this is how it looks at the rear, and it is a thumb up from me. And here you also have the USB-C and USB port, as well as the storage room. Well, speaking about storage, you also see this. You can put a bottle, maybe a smaller one compared to the front one, but it's nice to have this kind of shape even at the rear. And it's also cool to watch through these. Look at this. Time to talk about the powertrain options for the Nissan Juke, and there are two options: either the petrol unit, which is the 1-liter 3-cylinder petrol unit, the turbocharged one with 114 horsepower, and you can pair it with either the 6-speed manual or the 7-speed DCT. And then there is this hybrid. So this one consists of the 1.6-liter petrol unit and the electric motor, as well as the 1.2 kilowatt-hour battery. Up to 80% of the drive in the city can be done with electric power, and the car can be driven in electric mode with speeds up to 55 kilometers per hour. And the system output, combined system output, is 143 horsepower. So tell me in the comments what would be your choice of powertrain for the new Nissan Juke. Let me do another quick walk around with the lights turned on, so you see the very nice and distinctive look for the main units, easily recognizable on the road during the night. And now from the rear, let me show you as well. So there we go. And let me lock it. Okay then, that's it. I hope you liked this video, but stay tuned as we are now going on a point of view test drive, and also there will be a test drive during the night. So stay tuned for those videos. Thank you so much for watching this one, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.